Shock the System podcast. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode. And today, what an exciting time for multisport and endurance because we're going to talk about the stories and the transformation behind every endurance journey. Guys, our guest today, former TV reporter. Pero ako personally, bro, I think of you as a storyteller. Ang galing. Endurance athlete, triathlete, up and coming ito, member of Easy East
Yes.
Triathlon. And also, brother, I've seen your work with Unison TV, right? And syempre, we're gonna dig a lot of that later. And just want to introduce to you, ito, first time kasi nito, mag-Ironman Philippines in a few weeks' time. This June 7, he's gonna do 3.8 kilometers swim, 180 kilometers bike, 42.2 kilometer marathon run. Oh my goodness. Guys, let's welcome to the show, Mr. Paul Adrian Garcia.
Thank you, Raul. Maraming salamat. Such a pleasure to be here. Shock the System, ito yung pinapakinggan ko before nung nagsisimula pala ako sa triathlon. So this really helped me be more oriented with the sport. So parang full circle moment to for me.
Wow.
Na I'm already here talking with you with this podcast that inspired me to join races as well. Yun. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you. Kasi ako, brother, personally, thank you for your time. Alam ko you're very, very busy preparing for Ironman Philippines in a few weeks' time. Alam ko marami nangyari sa'yo at pag-uusapan natin yan later. No? But siguro let's start with, kasi when I looked at your social media, your background, your biography basically, and when we introduced you, sabi ko nga, you are a former TV reporter. So, nasa media tong si Paul
Right.
Well, let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Sige, umpisahan natin doon.
Sige. I started as a TV reporter for CNN Philippines, if you guys are watching that before.
Right.
So, I think prior to that, I think my training talaga, my background really was, it's really journalism. I started as a researcher and a writer for, if you know Kapuso Mo Jessica So, I started there. After a few years, I said I want to write for myself. I want to do the voiceover for the stories that I write for TV. So nag-audition ako CNN Philippines and luckily I passed. So I became a TV reporter there for quite some time, around 3 years. And then after that, I shifted from being a TV reporter to doing public relations. So I did public relations for an e-commerce brand in the Philippines, Lazada.
Alright. Okay.
So I was there for quite a few months also. And then from my journey there, napunta na ako dun sa profession ko ngayon, which is a marketing director for a BPO company.
Nice.
So all throughout yung journey na yon, I believe I can call myself a narrative architect, a storyteller. Kasi I think from the beginning, nagsusulat ako ng storya. Kahit nagpalipat-lipat ako in industries, it's still the same. Yung ginagawa ko is still about writing stories to inspire people, to tell people about the narrative behind something, to tell them the why behind something. And I think when I shifted to doing endurance sports, I used that skill to also tell my friends, the people that I acquaint with the social media about the journey that I am, I'm in.
Yes.
In this sport.
Galing.
Storytelling pa rin talaga yung naging backbone nung journey na to.
Bro, your college background was also in
I
journalism, broadcast?
finished AB Mass Communication, major in broadcasting. Sa kabilang, right this time, yung ka-eskwela ko si DJ Chacha is recording now dito sa Pod Network.
Just so DJ Chacha.
Kabash ko si DJ Chacha sa Lyceum of the Philippines University. After graduation, nag-radyo siya, nag-TV ako. Pero ngayon, yung multisport pa rin talaga yung nagtagpo sa aming dalawa. I know DJ Chacha is into running now, also swimming, and also biking, of course.
Mukhang magmumultisport na rin to.
Oh, for
eventually.
sure. Yan ang karera niyan. And then I'm also there. So nagkikita pa rin kami from time to time.
Alright. Galing ha. So, itong storytelling, came to you naturally, partner?
I think so.
Oo.
Nung bata pa lang ako, ang sabi sa akin ng nanay ko,
Oo.
alam mo, Adrian yung tawag sa akin ng
Okay.
nanay ko eh. I'm Paul Adrian Garcia.
Oo.
Sabi niya sa akin, alam mo, pagtanda mo, ang gawin mong trabaho, either maging marketer ka or maging reporter ka. Kasi napakadaldal mo. Kaya ko rin i-convince yung nanay ko na ibili ako ng laruan sa mga kwento ko sa kanya na nagugulat siya, napapabili siya nung pinapabili ko. Sabi niya, alam mo, paglaki mo, gawin mong trabaho yun, maging reporter ka or maging marketer ka.
Yeah.
Which turned out right.
Yeah,
Tama siya.
nangyari.
Naging reporter nga at naging marketer nga ako after some years. Mothers know best talaga. And I believe na, I think siya yung una nakakita ng potential ko to do TV reporting or marketing after some time.
Nice. But
So,
during that time, brother, when you were working as a reporter, you were into right now even with before that we were with Lazada and now with PO, no? You were into multi-sport already, or you just have one
No,
sport? Yeah,
ang alam ko lang gawin talaga noon, biking.
biking. Alright.
My-
Competitively or
No, my late dad, 6 years old pa lang ako, tinuruan niya na akong magbike. So that was really my first sport. 2016, when I resigned from being a reporter, bumalik ako sa pagsa-cycling. Pero ano lang yun, as in, bike lang.
yeah.
But I believe
Fun.
ang talagang nagpabalik sa akin sa cycling is when I was diagnosed type 2 diabetic nung year 2020.
2020.
So
you
that
were
was
diagnosed.
during the height of the pandemic.
Oo.
Na-diagnose ako na type 2 diabetic. I was 102 kilograms before. I was XXL for my height.
Oo.
I was that big.
Wow.
So I think na na-realize ko na kung ibabalik ko yung kung aalalahanin ko before. Nung pandemic kasi nasa bahay lang tayo lagi. So kung ano yung pwede natin gawin, nung nag-aral ako mag-bake, kain ako ng kain, nanood ng Netflix, pwede ako magpuyat kasi nasa bahay lang naman ako. But I think naging ugali ko before nung pandemic yung bago ako matulog, kakain ako ng ito yung ginagawa ko talaga, Raul.
Ano yun?
Kulang yung 2 pansit canton sa akin.
Pasit Canton.
Minimum of 3 or 4 yung kakainin ko before ako matulog. Then paparty rin ko yan ng vanilla ice cream. Minimum of 2 scoops. Tapos lalagyan ko yun ng flavoring either strawberry or chocolate. Basta gusto ko ganun yung pagkain ko bago ako matulog. Nung pandemic.
Wow.
Wala na akong pakialam nun kasi iniisip ko na sa bahay lang naman ako eh. And then kung lumaki ako ng konti pa, malaki na naman ako eh. Ano pang gagawin ko? Until one night,
Okay.
napadalas yung pagpunta ko sa CR para umihi. So as in,
Middle of the night to. Talagang
middle of the
nagigising
night,
ka.
magigising ako. Tapos every 2 hours, may ihi ako.
Ooh.
As in, it's unusual for me. Hindi siya nangyari before. So, nung napansin ko na bakit every 2 hours kailangan kong tumakbo sa CR para umihi, and then my urine then was very clear. Sabi ko, I had to discover the reason why. So, unang-una, di ba, as a curious person, as an overthinker, mag-google ka muna.
Alright.
So, nakita ko yung symptom pala na yun is symptom na ng diabetes.
Okay.
Yung family ko, we have a history of diabetes. My aunts, they died of diabetes. So sabi ko, sige, punta na ako ng hospital. I had myself checked. And during that time, it's September 2020, nung chinek yung sugar ko, nag-shoot up siya to 430 plus.
Holy shit.
That was-
400.
That's high.
Sobra.
That's high. So, sinabi na agad ng doktor sa akin, you have diabetes, type 2 diabetes, after all the tests and all.
Pero before, hindi mo pa to na-feel.
May mga,
Before the
may
pandemic.
mga haka-haka
Oo.
na ako na
Yeah.
malamang hindi okay yung metabolism ko kasi hindi nga ako pumapayat, tapos palaki ako ng palaki. Tapos alam ko na may history ng diabetes yung pamilya ko. So alam
I
ko
see.
na darating ako sa puntong madadiagnose nga rin ako. I think yung check-up talaga na yun yung nag-cement nung haka-haka ako may diabetes ako or wala. And that day talaga, I think yun na yung parang turning point ng buhay ko nung sinabi ng doktor na may diabetes ako. And I had to take all these medicines para
Wow.
ma-prolong yung buhay ko. And I think that was my turning point. Kasi ako sa
But how
sarili ko,
did you yung sitwasyon na yun parang how did you when you
feeling ko
got
nun
the
mamamatay
news
na
pare?
ako. Feeling ko mamamatay na ako kasi lahat ng yung mga tita ko namatay,
Shocked
it's because
ka?
of diabetes.
Oo.
Oo. And then, syempre, again, nag-research ulit ako sa Google.
Okay.
Maraming complications yung diabetes Pwede kang magka-hypertension, pwede kang magka-stroke and everything.
Yeah. Grabe yung complications actually
Yun,
nakakaano.
yun di mas nakakatakot. So, I felt before na nagkaroon ako ng life sentence. And
Yeah.
alam kong dahil sa akin yun kasi hindi ko inalagaan yung katawan ko, hindi ko inalagaan yung sarili ko. Nagpadalos-dalos ako sa pagkain, hindi ko kinontrol yung ilalagay ko sa bibig ko. As in, wala. Nagpakawala lang ako ng pandemic. And I think when I heard about that diagnosis sa akin, para siyang para ako nagkaroon ng, para may may gumanon sa tenga ko na, anong gagawin mo? Ayaw mo pa mamatay ng maaga, di ba? Anong pwede kong gawin para ma-turn tong situation na to around?
Yeah. Your mom knew about it, partner? Yung sinabi mo, nalaman nila, syempre.
Yeah, nung nalaman ng nanay ko, nalungkot siya syempre kasi kahit yung mom ko diabetic din naman ngayon. So dalawa na kami diabetic ngayon na inaalagaan namin. But for me, ang unang-unang pumasok sa isip ko noon is mag-exercise ako ulit.
Alright.
So I went back to cycling during the pandemic. I bought the folding bike.
Folding bike, yeah.
And then sabi ko, magta 10 kilometers ako daily at least. Yung 10 kilometers ko na bike na yun sa folding bike, pagkatapos ng 10 kilometers na yun, as in, pagod na ako. Pero sinimulan ko dun.
Yeah.
Sinimulan ko mag-exercise. Pero sabi ko, ba't hindi pa rin ako pumapayat? Walang nangyayari. Mataas pa rin yung sugar ko.
Type 2 is you are non-insulin dependent.
Yes.
Tama, no?
Oo, hindi. Yung type 1 yung mas, buti
meron
hindi
kang
tayo napunta sa
dependent
type
with
1, nasa
insulin.
type 2 tayo.
Yeah.
So talagang makokontrol mo siya ng gamot.
Alright, gamot and syempre lifestyle
Exactly.
change.
So I asked, yung doctor ko, kausap ko almost every day, ano yung dapat kong kainin, ano yung dapat kong i-take. So nung I started with cycling again, and then inayos ko na rin yung mga kinakain ko. Nagtry ako ng maraming diet. Nag-keto diet ako.
Uy, okay.
Nireplace ko yung rice ko ng Adlai rice. Unti-unting bumaba yung weight, pero yung sugar was still high.
Alright.
As in, it was still high. And
From
sabi ko,
400,
nagiging 300, nagiging 200,
Okay.
nag-fluctuate siya. Pero hindi talaga siya totally nawawala. It was still there. So, during that time, sabi ko, baka kailangan ko na lang talaga siyang tanggapin na ito na yung buhay ko. I have to be dependent sa medicines para maging okay ako as a person at humaba yung buhay ko. Kahit may diabetes ako.
Okay.
So, tinuloy-tuloy ko yung lifestyle. Nagsa-cycling ako hanggang, bumili ako ng bike na, road bike na.
Okay.
I went to Decathlon. I bought Triban, if you know that brand of bike.
Triban, yeah.
I started cycling na going to Antipolo where I met a group of friends na nagsa-cycling din.
So in 2020, brother, you decided
As in,
palitan na natin tong
papalitan ko yung buhay ko pero hindi
Oo.
ko kayang malaki agad. I started small, as in baby steps
Step by
muna.
step. Right.
Kasi I feel like yung habit building before, ma-overwhelm ako pag nilakihan ko agad yung desisyon na gagawin ko sa buhay ko. Or yung kung papalitan ko agad yung lifestyle. So I started really small.
Alright.
So I started to move more. I started changing my diet. I started cooking for myself.
Yeah. Yung
As
sabi
in-
sa bio mo, brother, I try to move every day.
Every
Daily.
day, I try to move daily. And
Yeah.
and yun talaga yung gusto kong motto hanggang tumanda ako. As in, kung kaya kong gumalaw every day, gagawin ko siya. Yun yung habit na na-build ko since I learned that I had type 2 diabetes.
Yeah.
Kaya ako sinasabing had.
Yeah.
Kasi ngayon, 2024,
Okay.
na-discover ng doctor na okay na yung blood sugar ko and
Wow.
tinanggal niya na lahat yung medicines.
Oh, wow.
So since January 2024 up to now, wala na ako tinitake na medicines.
Nice.
So it's because my
Congratulations.
metabolism
Yeah.
became better. Lifestyle ko became better. Nagpapawis ako every day. Naging conscious ako sa kinakain ko.
Galing.
So, na-reverse ko yung diabetes. So, ngayon yung gastos ko hindi na sa gamot. nasa mga
Yeah.
BCAA na, nasa mga nandun na po yung gas
Hydration, mga ganun,
nawala nga yung gas sa gamot ng diabetes, napunta naman para sa endurance sport. Pero okay na yun kasi
Yeah.
mas gugustuhin kong gumastos sa health insurance ko kaysa sa hospital
Yeah.
bills. Yun ang lagi ko iniisip.
Galing, We're happy for you, bro.
Yun yung napatunayan ko na kapag nag-decide tayo na mag-take charge, mag-take control sa buhay natin,
Yeah.
kaya natin siyang gawin. Kahit hindi sa sobrang laking paraan, kahit baby steps mo sinimulan, pag nagdesisyon ka na baguhin yung buhay mo, kaya mo siyang gawin.
Nice. Yeah. And brother, no, I saw your reel, yung 2020, yung parang high knees ka.
Yun.
Yun ba yun?
Yes, yun yung
ang
simula
laki
nung
nun.
malaki.
Biggest mo part?
102 kilograms.
Kilos.
Yes.
102.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mabigat talaga ako
Yeah.
nun. Yun yung, I think that was around November yun, nung November 2020 yun.
Oo.
Nagsimula na talaga akong maging mas active. Kasi
Okay.
gusto ko talaga magbawas ng timbang.
Oo.
And then, just looking at those videos now.
Yeah.
And looking at what I'm doing now, talagang may mararating yung disiplina na pilit mong ini-impose sa sarili mo everyday. Hindi ako motivated to move everyday But I think yung habit na build na siya sa isip ko na as much as possible, gagalaw ko araw-araw para yung katawan ko, pasalamatan ako at the end of the day na buti inalagaan mo ako.
Yeah.
Alagaan din kita pabalik.
Galing, ano?
Yeah.
And yung doon na nag-start yung multisport journey mo.
Pero ito, kung multisport yung pag-uusapan.
Sige.
Aksidente rin kung bakit ako napunta sa triathlon.
Okay.
So, di ba sabi ko, I
Sige.
started doing
Cycling.
2020 to akong pinaka nagsimulang mag-bike 2023, na-meet ko sina Danica and Gian Aguilar.
Okay. Yeah.
Of Baguio
good
Benguet
guys.
Triathlon
Yeah.
and Easy East
Yeah,
also. So, nung 2023, nagkabudulan kaming sumali sa Titan Race.
Okay.
Si Danica, nag-Titan Fall siya.
Oh, yeah.
Nag-Titan 77.7 siya.
2023?
2023 to.
Okay, yeah.
Ako naman nag-Titan Sprint during that year. A-race ko na yun, yung Titan Sprint na yun. And then meron kaming pustahan ni Danica. Sabi ko kay Danica, kasi pinipilit nila akong mag-triathlon. Sabi ko, hindi nga ako marunong mag-swim. Zero swim. Ako wala akong alam sa swim. Tsaka ang gastos-gastos mag-triathlon. Pero sabi, nagkaroon kami ng pustahan na, sige kapag nag-podium ako sa Titan,
Okay.
mag-register ka ng 70.3.
Okay.
So ako pumayag ako nun
tama.
kasi hello, ang dami yun naman dyan, Danica, sa age group mo, parang medyo mahirap makapodium. Sabi ko, sige, hindi ito mangyayari. Nag-third si Danica during that race. Nakuha ni Danica yung nag-third si
Mabilis,
Danica
yeah.
dun sa Titan 77.7 race ng 2023. Natalo ako sa pustahan.
Alright.
And being a man of my word, sabi ko,
Okay.
sige, mag-register ako sa Ironman 70.3 ng
The following
2024.
year.
The following year. With zero knowledge sa swim.
Okay.
Nag-run ako ng konti nun, pero wala talaga yung running form ko nun as in zero.
Oo.
Sabi ko, sige, bike na lang yung foundation ko dito. So,
Grabe pala yung budol sa'yo,
I think ito yung pustahan na
Shout out to Danica,
Danica
Gian, yeah.
Aguilar and Gian Aguilar. Thank you so much na natalo mo ako sa pustahan kasi I think yun yung nagdala sa akin sa mas magandang path ng buhay ko. Hindi lahat ng ikinatatalo sa pustahan ay pangit. Minsan,
okay.
yung mga ganyang pustahan, dinadala ka pa niya sa mas maganda.
Naging
Yes.
challenge kasi.
Challenge
Yeah.
siya. Pumusta ako Kailangan kong tuparin kung ano yung ikinatalo ko sa pusta. So I registered for Ironman 70.3 this is in Cebu.
2024.
2024
Okay.
Cebu.
I was also there.
You were there.
Yes,
Diba?
yes, yes.
Ito yung sobrang hirap ng swim, 'di ba? Ang sabi nga nila, it's a swimmer's day during that
Correct.
year.
Oh
I
my.
remember si Ales nun, Sabi niya sa akin, nung
Halos,
naglalakad ako.
Lakasanyada na.
Na
Yes.
sabi sa akin ni Ales, Paul, kapag nag-swim ka,
Chilere na pala,
ihukay mo
sorry.
ng todo ihukay mo ng todo yung kamay mo. Yun nasa isip
Ibaon
ko.
mo. Ganun.
You know, as a first time 70.3 racer na hindi pa ganun kagaling mag-swim. Shoutout nga pala dun sa first coach ko, si Gian Sibayan. He was my
Alright.
first coach.
Okay. GS coaching. Alright.
GS coaching. Sa kanya ako nag-enroll before para matuto ako ng disiplina sa swimming, sa running, and sa biking also. Siya yung nagturo sa akin from zero knowledge na tinuro niya ako mag-swim. So at least, sabi ko kung hindi ko man siya magamit sa race, nagkaroon ako ng life skill. Because swimming is a life skill.
Ay, totoo
So,
yan. Lalo na dito sa atin.
Exactly. Yung sabi ko, kung hindi ko man siya gagamitin sa race, I wanted to learn how to swim kasi life skill siya. And I learned that and I will treasure that forever. So, nung
Nice.
nandun ako sa 70.3, Cebu, syempre, as a content creator, hype ako ng hype. January to April, talaga may mga countdown pa ako sa content ko. Pinapakita
Syempre.
ko yung journey ko everyday as a first timer. Diba? And I think prior to that, I also did my daily collagen sprint triathlon muna. That's where I first experienced yung talagang simulation ng triathlon sa open water. But nung April 2024, during that 70.3
Yeah.
Ironman race, na
That was
DNF
the
ko siya.
Na-DNF mo to.
Na DNF ko to.
Kasi I remember, brother, itong Cebu na to, that was the only Cebu race that it happened in April.
Oo,
Diba?
na sobrang...
Kasi Davao noon was on August.
Exactly.
Tama ba? Parang ganun.
Yes,
Normally, it's ano yan eh. Ganun dapat yan, di ba?
Oo, so sabi nung mga ibang
Baliktad.
athletes, it's a swimmer's day.
Oo.
Kasi talagang kailangan magaling ka mag-swim for you to survive that day. And hindi ako magaling mag-swim nun. So wala, DNF ko yun.
Na-DNF mo.
Sobrang DNF ko siya and it was so heartbreaking for me. Sabi ko, first race ko, hindi mura yung ginastos ko doon.
Ay, exactly.
Di ba? The Louis Vuitton of triathlon is Ironman. Di ba? Kung kailangan mo talaga mag-invest para sa sport na to, especially if you're joining an Ironman race kasi hindi talaga siya mura. So, nung tinitingnan ko yung watch ko habang nagsiswim ako sa Cebu, nung nakita ko na nag-cut off na, wala na. As in,
Alright.
nag-heartbreak na ako habang nasa water. And alam ko na hindi na ako makakadiretso ng bike. So naisip ko na yung ginastos ko ng flight, yung gastos ko ng Airbnb, yung gastos ko ng
Hindi magdoon
registration,
sa'yo no?
yung gastos
Oo.
ko ng nutrition ko during that time. Sabi ko, wala na. Hindi ko natupad yung pangarap ko for myself.
Sorry.
Yeah.
At that time,
Yeah.
you were already with Easy East.
It was
Or
just
beginning,
nagsisimula
yes,
pa lang yung
okay.
East nun. But Danica and Gian were with me during that time and natapos nila yung race.
Yeah.
And Teresa and Maui were also there. Natapos
That's when
nila
they
yung
got
race.
the ano,
Yes, the
the
world
qualification
So
for
lahat
Taupo.
sila nakatapos, ako hindi. So imagine the
Fucking
heartbreak
shit.
na naramdaman ko
Oo.
noon kasi lahat sila may mga medals, ako wala. Sabi ko hindi to pwede. I don't want to accept na yung defeat na ganito na lang. Hindi ko naman
Nasaan
kinakalaban
ka ba
yung
nun
ibang
ng
mga tao
Easy
eh.
East peeps?
I
Hindi naman.
think lahat
Alam
sila,
nila na, ano?
I think
Okay.
lahat sila mas comforting na okay lang yan,
Okay.
Paul. Okay lang yan na hindi mo siya natapos. But for me, as a competitive person, it wasn't okay for me. It wasn't okay with me. So I had to, sabi ko, hindi ko matapos yung 70.3. So weeks after that, nag-register ulit ako. For
Teka lang,
Ironman
saan to?
Subic.
Okay.
So after 2 months,
2024 din.
2024. So after 2 months, I found
revenge
myself
to.
again sa starting line ng 70.3 Subic.
Sabay din
2024.
ito ang Ironman.
Yes.
Diba?
Oo, yung full
Oo.
Ironman, nandun din sila lahat.
Oh, my.
And sabi ko, this time, kailangan ko na siyang matapos. After 7 hours, I was able to cross the finish line.
Fuck.
So, nung paahon na ako ng tubig nung swim, umiiyak na ako. Sabi ko, Lord, ito yung
Thank
gusto
you.
ito yung gustong
Yes.
ito yung gusto kong
Gagana ko na
mangyari.
nga.
Sabi ko, yung during that time, bike was my forte. Sabi ko, sige, anin ko na lang yung bike. I-enjoy ko yung bike.
Oo nga.
Nag-suffer ako sa run kasi hindi pa talaga ako runner before eh. But sabi ko, itotodo ko to sa finish line. And
Yeah.
whenever na nakikita ko yung mga faces ng mga tao nagsusupport sa akin during that time, doon ko na-discover yung support ng FitPH when I saw their tent.
Oh, yeah.
Doon nagsisigawan yung mga tao sa FitPH supporting me na hindi nila ako ka-teammate. Doon ko nasabi na solid tong grupo na to.
Yeah. Solid yan. Siyempre, Ronald Mollett.
Yeah, so after my race nung 70.3, after finishing that race, I decided to enroll kay Coach Ronald Mollett.
Oh, yeah.
And that chapter of my life changed me for the better, for sure.
Yeah.
So that's when I finished my first 70.3
Subic.
Ironman sa Subic. It's good also na, I think for me, okay din na experience ko yung DNF that early in my athletic journey. Kasi at least naranasan ko agad na ma-humble. You know, na ano agad ako parang nabigyan agad ako ng lesson about humility.
Yeah.
Na hindi mo talaga, kahit akala mo kontrolado mo lahat. Kapag talaga nag-decide ang Diyos or ang universe na hindi mo muna time, hindi talaga mabibigay pa muna sa'yo. And I think the reward was sweeter nung nakuha ko siya nung second time ko nag-try ng 70.3. 2024 is a pivotal moment for my year sa sports kasi that's the time when I joined Titan 77.7 finally.
Oh my goodness. Yung
The
full.
hard, yes, I did the full finally.
2024.
From sprint to
So,
2023. Sobrang hirap po ng Titan. Sabi ko
Gawin
nga
ko
sa
rin
mga
yan.
friends ko, alam nyo mas mahirap pa yung Titan 77.7 sa 70.3.
Totoo yun.
Ang hirap nung magpo 4 kilometer run ka tapos
Oo.
magbabike ka ng 100 kilometers nang hindi lang basta bike ka, ahon po ito. So may ahon
NCC.
tapos NCC
Oo.
and then you have to run half marathon after. Talaga I think that race was built para bigyan ka talaga ng cramps Parang talagang bibigyan ka talaga
Ma-experience
ng cramps. Pero at the end of that race, dun mo marirealize na kahit ang purpose is bigyan ka ng cramps, pag nag-train ka ng maayos, masusurvive mo siya. So
Yeah.
yun talaga yung test ng endurance and strength ng mga athletes. So if you guys want to test your endurance and strength talaga as a duathlete, try Titan 77.7. It's a race like no other.
Toughest
duathlon in Asia.
No.
Hindi ko talaga malilimutan
Yeah.
yung first Titan 77.7 ko. And I believe during that year also was my first marathon. I also did my first marathon sa R&R naman sa ASICS ng November.
Yeah.
So
year end dyan
very
And
pivotal talaga yung year na to where I finished a 70.3, a 77.7 and a full marathon during that year. So 2024 was really a life-changing year for me. So after sabi ko,
it all clicked naman. Coming from a DNF.
a
diba?
DNF, oo.
Tapos, all the way, parang
Binawian ko siya.
locked in
Yes.
Diba? Parang alam mo yung sa game of poker, all in na tayo dito.
Totoo.
Although natalo tayo,
Totoo.
all in tayo the following, diba? Parang ganun
Sabi ko,
Galing.
hindi ako papayag na hindi ko matatapos
Yeah.
tong karerang to.
Yeah.
Kasi yung investment ko ng time, investment ko ng emotions, investment ko ng pagod, investment ng mga kaibigan kong sumuporta sa akin. I don't wanna fail them. I didn't wanna fail myself.
Yeah.
So I registered again. I took control of something na kaya kong kontrolin ulit. And I think the year after, medyo chumil ako, nag-sprint races muna ako. I joined another marathon at the end of the year. But it was during noong 2025 ko rin nakilala si Dennis Barbolia of Nutridance.
Yeah,
so
nako.
dun
OG sa ano yan. Very...
Exactly, 'di ba? Yun yung mga haligi ng
Nutridance.
triathlon
Oo.
since 1950s sa Pilipinas.
Dennis Barbolia, Luigi Robles.
Di ba?
ano.
Since mga di pa ako pinapanganak, talaga nagpo-podium na sila. So, it was during that time na inayos ko talaga yung nutrition ko and nag-enroll talaga ako sa Nutridance. And Dennis really helped me with my nutrition. So,
Knowing coming your background.
102 kilograms. Doon talaga bumaba yung timbang ko. Doon ako
Yeah.
nagsimulang mas na-enjoy ko yung mga sprint races kasi pag mas masarap tumakbo na mas magaan.
Oh, nako.
'Di ba? Hindi ka
Oo
lang
nga
at yung gaan mo, hindi ka basta pumayat lang. You also gained muscles kasi of course, you're also doing a lot of SNC, strength and conditioning, which is also very important. So yung 2025, dun ko talaga inayos yung nutrition and strength and conditioning ko without even knowing na a year after I'll be registering for a full Ironman race. Si Dennis yung nagplant ng seed sa utak ko na
Okay.
alam mo, nag-marathon ka na tapos nag-ODAX ka pa Ba't hindi ka na lang mag full Ironman?
Talaga.
Sabi ko nun, ayoko. Ang
Yun yung
hirap
budol
niyan.
ng full Ironman, ano?
Mga baliwan niya, ayoko ng mga ganyang
Yeah,
race.
yeah. Well, pare, we're here in the conversation of IMPH. What made you decide? Ano yung turning factor na, sige, pare, I've done 70.3,
Right.
Titan,
Right.
I've done a full marathon.
Right.
Tapos, sige nga, next year, subukan na nga natin. Ano yung talaga, ano yung deciding factor talaga na
I
what
just,
was the why? Diba?
I think the why behind it is, sabi ko, kumbaga sa peak ng fitness ko, nandito na ako ngayon.
Alright.
I won't be as fit as this. So sabi ko, ngayon ko na siya gagawin. Kasi kung gawin ko pa siya 5 years after, hindi ko na alam kung anong ginagawa ko during that time. And also, I believe in 2025, dun din pumasok yung mga partners natin, the brands
Support.
that have been supporting us. Unison Bikes gave me a Cervelo bike.
Oh my.
Rev,
Wow.
Rev PH is giving me shoes for my runs. Buelo Physical Therapy is giving me free physical therapy sessions. Vector is supporting me with my kits.
Vector Arto. De Leon, yeah.
Ano pa ba? Nutridents is there to support me sa
nice.
nutrition. Dynamic Athletics is supporting me with my strength and conditioning. Bike Fit Manila of Coach
syempre.
Mervin
Mervin
is
Santiago,
giving me
fastest.
support pagdating sa Bike Fit. Anak Kalusugan Party List is supporting me with my registration. So ano pa bang
Lahat na yun
and of course Whale is also
Okay,
supporting me sa
nutrition din.
nutrition ko
Oo,
and
oo.
hydration. So
Recovery,
ako na
oo.
lang yung kulang doon sa starting line. So having all these support behind me, sabi ko I want to do this race kasi alam ko hindi ako mag-isa pagdating ko sa starting line. And I think what a way to celebrate my fitness in my mental and physical aspect kapag ginawa ko yung race na to sa birthday weekend ko. So on
It's
June...
your birthday weekend?
It's gonna be my birthday weekend.
Oh my goodness.
It's gonna be my 37th birthday.
Nasa unit,
Dun sa Ironman 70.3 race. So sabi ko,
Okay.
magpapa-main character na ako during this year. Sino ba namang tao ang mag-race ng full Ironman? Sinong tao ang mag 3.8 km swim, 180 km ride, and a 42 km run on his
Yeah.
birthday weekend?
Oo.
So that's gonna be me. So when sabi ko wala na talaga akong dahilan para hindi pa siya gawin. Kasi I believe na yung support nandiyan na lahat.
Yeah.
In terms of mental aspect, I know na nahasa na ako mentally ng mga long distance races ko in the past. My friends in the triathlon community, they pledged na nandun sila during that time.
Easy East,
FitPH and
pare,
Easy
Easy
East,
East,
they are
oh.
going to be there to support me all the way. I'm gonna do this race.
Whew.
And
Yeah.
I want to see myself in the finish line because this will be my tribute to my body na lumaban for me despite that diagnosis of type 2 diabetes, of obesity, of almost dying because of that
Condition.
that condition.
Wow.
It's my tribute sa katawan ko na kaya ko siyang gawin. So ibabalik ko sa kanya yung binigay niyang lakas sa akin. So
Nice.
I'm gonna race on June 7 with that kind of mindset. And after that, I don't know what will happen next, but my focus now is to really finish that race and to inspire also people who are doubting themselves kung kaya ba nilang i-turn yung mga buhay nila into something na better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yun.
Bro, grabe yun I mean, that decision itself, partner, and just going to that start line, pare, just really a win for you. And especially yung mga tao na supporting you.
Malaking bagay talaga.
Malaking bagay yun.
Malaking bagay.
Oo.
Di ba nga usapan natin kanina, bakit ko naisipang sa Pilipinas mag-unang
Yun na
mag-Ironman?
nga.
Some people, they wanted to do it abroad kasi syempre mas malamig. Di ba? Ang
Correct.
init-init sa Pilipinas, ba't ko siya gagawin dito?
Man,
But I think,
SC is hard, bro.
Exactly.
Tapos ito,
70.3 pa lang nung masawa ka na sa bike di ba?
meron ka pa sa loob, right?
Exactly.
This year again,
Yes.
parang
So,
noong 2024, oh my goodness.
yeah, so sabi ko, dito ko siya gustong gawin kasi I think iba yung pakiramdam ko kapag naririnig ko yung sigawan ng mga kaibigan ko at sinasabing, "Go, Paul." I think that will push me to the finish line.
Yeah.
Seeing their faces na, naaarawan sila, nandyan sila para lang supportahan ka, that's big for me. And that is also the reason kapag may mga race yung mga kaibigan ko, kahit abroad, I'd like to support them also. Kasi naniniwala ako na yung suporta talaga sa'yo ng mga kaibigan mo, it's a big factor for you to finish the race.
Yeah.
Yun.
And, pero, recently, tama
Right.
ba?
Oo.
You had a crash, guys. Ibang klase to. The mindset that you will be building, bro, after this race is something, pare, that you will bring in, kumbaga, pare, through your life, eh.
Exactly.
And even siguro to your offspring, no?
Exactly.
Kasi tama ba? Kwento mo nga, Paul. Recently lang, few weeks ago,
Right.
you had a crash sa
I had a crash in
training.
New Clark City during my 180-kilometer bike ride, which was supposed to be followed by a 25-kilometer run na hindi ko na nagawa kasi sumemplang ako sa 90th kilometer. Alam mo, sabi nga ni Coach Ronald Mollet sa akin, alam mo, Paul, hindi lang yung finish line yung may enjoy mo sa Ironman, but you will enjoy the journey bago ka makarating dyan.
Yeah.
And hindi naman sinabi ni Coach Ronald na laging smooth yung journey, di ba? So ito, yung lubak na nangyari sa akin, literally and figuratively, it happened nung nasemplang ako sa NCC 3 weeks ago. It was a very bad crash. Naglalagay ako ng kalat ng energy gel sa likod ng tri-suit ko. So I was doing one hand. And then meron akong bato na nadaanan. Doon ako dumulas. So I was nasa
Mabilis to.
36 yung andar ng bike ko nun. So para ako nakaladkad, nasira yung tri-suit ko. Pagtingin ko nung crash na nangyari sa akin, butas yung damit, tapos nagtosino yung left arm
Buti
ko,
ngayon,
pati yung left
na.
shoulder ko. Nagkaroon ako ng mild sprain dito, which I am still feeling right
Hanggang
now.
ngayon.
Buti na lang may PT ako na may Buena Physical Therapy that's helping me to recover sa rehab ko. But it's, hindi ko na-expect na magiging part siya ng journey ko. And, I felt really disappointed when that happened. As in, I had to rest for quite some time. And kung kunwari nandun ka na sa peak ng training mo, iba yung momentum kasi na mapuputol eh. Kapag nagkaroon ka ng something na hindi mo makokontrol sa buhay mo, it's very disappointing. But I think that crash just, taught me something about slowing down and about believing in the training na nagkaroon na ako before. Sinasabi nga ng mga teammates ko, nakapag-load ka na naman, Paul. Huwag ka mag-alala. Meron ka ng karga.
Yes.
But for me, na parang, syempre, gina ako mag-training eh. Tapos bigla ako na aksidente. It's really frustrating and disappointing.
Yeah.
But I know that this crash is just teaching me to slow down. And I think after ko mag-recover a bit from that accident, mas na-appreciate ko yung ability ko to move again.
Yeah.
Mas na-appreciate ko na, at least kaya kong iswim ng maayos yung kamay ko, mas kaya kong itakbo ulit yung mga legs ko.
Yeah.
And kahit masama yung nangyari, may lesson pa rin siyang matuturo sa atin. And I think for me, it's slowing down and recovering well, which is very important for endurance athletes.
Oo.
Yun.
Saka yung character na mabibuild mo rito, bro. And I'm sure, partner, no, aside from the mental and physical preparation that you're doing, aside from the physical, the mental fortitude really is what will really drive you to
Exactly.
the finish line.
Exactly.
Diba? And sabi mo nga from a DNF to this challenge and then overcoming all of this, no, yan yung talagang will make your mind stronger, no,
Right.
diba? Especially for a very hard course like Subic, brother, diba? And small things pare will really matter, 'di ba? Saka especially on the race itself. Are you visualizing now what will happen pare on race day?
Ayoko nga sanang sabihin to, pero naganda na ako ng reel. So nag-assign na ako ng mga tao na mag-video sa finish line para ipapasok ko na lang yung videos dun sa app.
Okay.
Pero nakagawa na ako ng caption for it, nakagawa na ako ng copy for that reel. But I think I'm that kind of person that I visualize myself when I'm finishing something. So hindi exclusion yung Ironman finish doon. I have imagined myself finishing that race. Alam ko pagod na pagod ako during that time. But ngayon na lang inaalala ko lahat ng lahat ng pinagdaanan ko. And I think that will push me until the end talaga.
So that's
hindi lang ako yung sumemplang eh. I know may mga batchmates ako na nagpe-prepare for this race na nagkaroon din ng crash. And seeing them also get back up again, it also inspired me na hindi ko isusuko tong laban na to. That was just a crash, pero hindi natin ititigil yung ensayo or laban towards that finish line.
Yeah. Grabe, no? Kumbaga, ito talagang all-in ka talaga din dito.
I think
no, for
ganun din sa
Ironman.
buhay. I think this journey taught me a lot about how I face life. No, that crash, literally and figuratively, slowed me down. Pero it will not stop me into pursuing that finish line. And yung lesson na yun yung gagamitin ko kapag may madadaan ulit akong problema sa buhay. I believe itong 3.8 kilometer swim, this 180 kilometer bike ride, and this full marathon will teach me a lot about how I will face my life in the future. And that's what I'm looking forward to also.
Nice.
Kasi at the end of that race, I'm made of iron. And hopefully I finish that race and I will be able to tell a story to those na mag-full Ironman din in the future on how I achieved that milestone in my life. From being a 102 kilogram obese person, from a type 2 diabetic person to achieving that finish line.
Yeah.
I want that story to be eternalized.
Yeah. At saka tandaan nyo yung mga meron ng kukuha ng reel.
Alam na
Tandaan nyo na, kilala
exactly,
nyo na.
Gawin
nyo na yan.
napag-assign na ako ng mga tao sa bawat station. So thank you so much for just being there.
Yeah, but seriously, bro, ako, knowing your story now, where you came from, what was the background behind it, hirap siya. And you overcoming that and having that iron mindset, talagang malaking bagay. And it's so nice to hear coming from you, and na-overcome mo yun. I don't want to be very much, you mentioned kasi kanina na your dad passed already. Tama ba? What will your dad say probably when he sees you on that finish line, pare?
I think siya kasi nagturo sa akin magbike eh. So I think he'll be proud to couldn't expect yung question na yun, but meron akong reel before na ginawa for my Titan race last year, and I just dedicated that reel sa kanya kasi I know he's proud to see me just being on my bike and racing sa expressway. He was a good biker.
Okay.
And I think kung lahat ng bike rides ko ngayon, alam ko nandyan siya nakaalalay. Yung crash ko last time, I know he was there. But I know he protected my head nung nag-crash ako. Kasi yung tingin ka helmet, walang gas-gas eh. I know,
yung bike walang gas-gas?
Walang gas-gas yung bike. Yung helmet walang gas-gas. Ito talaga yung sumalo ng lahat. But I know my late tatay will be proud of me. I know he's proud of me now. And I'm not just biking, I'm swimming and I'm running also.
Yeah.
So grabe
yeah.
yung tinuro niya sa akin na sport. Because it really changed my life. Hindi ko inakalang mababago yung buhay ko because of it. That was my foundation. And dala ko yun until the end.
Nice. Bro, your dad will be very, very proud. Your mom is so proud right now. And all your friends from Easy East, from FitPH. Ako personally, hindi tayo ganun masyado na magkakilala. Pero, I mean, we're
Thank
here
you.
to support you.
Thank you.
Definitely we'll be there. Pare, to
Hintayin ko shock the system doon. Yes.
Oo. Pare, ang dami mga first dito.
Yeah.
And sabi ko nga, you were the first siguro din na inisip ko na who will do his first also na full Ironman for this year for the Ironman Subic. It's gonna be a tough race, bro, but we're here to support you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
With that, brother, I'm sure marami kang gustong pasalamatan.
Yeah.
Di ba? Pare, mention mo na dito. Na-mention mo na kanina eh. Pero
I
ulitin
think
natin
nabanggit ko na sila isa-isa
yeah.
kanina, but I'd like to start really with Vector, who has been here since 2023 and then started
Vector,
cycling.
yeah.
Grabe talaga yung mga discounts na binibigay niya sa akin sa Easy East.
Ako hindi ako binibigay.
Maraming salamat, Arto,
Easy East,
for just helping
Arto
us with
De Leon,
that.
yeah.
Of course, I want to thank my Easy East and Fit PH family for the
Course,
moral
wallet, yeah.
and the physical support. You're always there. Unison Bikes, thank you so much for my Cervelo bike. Salamat
Ma'am Cecil.
na dadalhin niya ako sa finish line because of that. Rev PH for all my running shoes.
Awesome. Yeah.
Grabe, maraming salamat for just making sure that I'm taken care of pagdating sa running shoes ko. Bike Fit Manila for always allowing me to make
Mervis
seeing it sa
Santiago.
schedule mo. Coach Mervs, maraming salamat. Whale, thank you so much for my nutrition and hydration. Sa training ko, yan ang ginamit ko. Maraming salamat na ang mahal ng nutrition and hydration.
Ay, nako, sabihin mo pa.
But
Oo.
you know, if
Every day eh.
buti na lang nandyan ang Whale to support me with that.
Yeah.
Buelo Physical Therapy for all my rehab and recovery sessions, especially when I had my crash.
Every day na yan. Hanggang ano na.
Nagta-twice a week ako ngayon para at least mas nagpapa-laser and car kasi ako sa Buelo Physical Therapy. They have the most
Buelo.
advanced machines
Buelo.
for Buelo
Buelo.
Physical Therapy.
Okay.
You can find them sa Cubao branch, Alabang branch, and Cainta branch as well. So they are there to support our athletes. So thank you so much also for just being there. Ang Nakalusugan Party List, they funded my registration for this
Wow.
full Ironman. Ang Nakalusugan Party List is a party list that's very big on health. So anything about health they support, and they supported my Ironman journey for this year. So maraming salamat.
Wow.
Maraming salamat.
Bro.
Ako lang talaga yung kulang sa starting line. So sabi ko nga sa inyo, para nandyan na lahat, ako na lang yung
Yeah.
kulang. So I'm gonna be there.
Yeah. Oh, and I think you're more than ready.
I really hope so. You know, when people are asking me, ready ka na ba, Paul? I just say, I hope so. I really hope so. Kasi, you know, kahit sabi natin ganun tayo ka-ready we're still hopeful na walang mangyaring aksidente, walang mangyaring flat, walang mangyaring cramps, walang mangyaring tapilok, walang lunod na mangyayari. So really hopeful that we are healthy until the finish line. So, you know, I envision myself crossing that finish line healthy and strong.
Yeah. And more, no? Na I'm sure pare, marami ka pang mapupuntahan na mga events or even, you know, if you're
I really hope so.
after
Yes.
full Ironman, I'm not
Yes.
sure kung ano ba, what direction you're going to. Are you gonna stay in multisport? And definitely, if you guys want to follow, no, Paul's journey, no, follow him sa
I'm
IG.
I mostly post sa Instagram, so it's
Instagram.
at Mr. Paul Garcia.
Yan.
So if you want to be inspired with my journey from being a very lame athlete, I'm not saying I'm super strong now, but to being the most determined one, it's my platform is there.
Yeah.
So, yes.
Be inspired, no? Coming from a you know, diagnosed type 2 diabetic, and then now upcoming endurance triathlete and soon to be finish line
Yes,
or
please.
finisher for the Ironman Philippines, no? A very iconic race. Naging Ironman sa sariling bayan, Paul Adrian Garcia.
Yes,
Paul,
please.
thank you so much for
Thank
your
you.
time. Thank you,
so
brother,
much.
for sharing your story.
Salamat.
And I hope that eventually we'll work together in the future. And sabi ko nga dito in Shock the System, this is your platform, to talk about endurance, talk about your story, to talk about your transformation in each of your life. That in our hope, in the future, and whoever listens to this platform will also cross their finish line.
Right.
Whether if it's in business, whether if it's in personal, whether if it's in sports also.
Yeah, and just to add, I think if you're watching this and if you're planning on joining a race or anything sa multisport or maybe a single sport, if you want to change your life, hindi mo kailangang magsimula ng malaki. Kasi sometimes if you're starting big, pag nawala yung motivation mo, which is not there every day, you'll be overwhelmed. I started really small.
Yeah.
I started changing the way I eat. I started doing a 5,000 steps every day. As in, sinimulan ko siya sa maliliit.
Hindi talaga.
Hanggang na-build ko yung habit. And fast forward to years after, I now see myself as a person na may disiplina na in terms of taking care of my body.
Yeah.
And I'm not motivated every day. There are a lot of ups and downs.
Yeah. Nako.
But nag-rely ako sa disiplina na na-build because of that, commitment to change my life.
Yeah.
And I hope it happens to all of us because it's really it's good to sleep at night knowing that you have a healthy body and mind.
Yun. Paul Adrian Garcia, Shock the System podcast. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you.
Until the next episode, we'll see you soon, guys.
See you. Bye, guys.
Bye.